My 1059, this is Willie.
Willie Christopher Titus, man. Sorry I'm late. The other DJ wouldn't let me off the phone, brother.
Hey,
Titus.
No problem. Titus, great to hear from you, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for letting me whore my show. I appreciate it.
Hey, it's been about a year since we got to talk last. So what have you been up to besides putting together the Born with the Defect tour?
Yeah, man, we started over. We filmed the last special in May, Born with a Defect. I think I'd started kind of doing it. I was walking on stage with paper on stage, which I always wonder about that. Some audiences members say they love when I'm starting a new show and I'm reading it off paper. I think some people go, how much did we pay for this? I think I'd be pissed. Yeah, man, I just did 5 shows in Florida and I got 5 standing ovations. So this tour, it's almost like the victory tour of Montana, because I think I'd started doing it when I was doing Anger Pursuit of Happiness last year. And I'd started working on new material and they were like, oh, this doesn't sound great yet, but now it's killing.
Nice. I always wondered how different comedians set up their sets, because I was always a big George Carlin fan. I actually got to see him here in Billings before he passed. And he always did like the first half of his last special, and then the second half of the show would be part of his new special as he kind of worked it in.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you do, or do you just throw it all away and start over?
I do both. Usually what happens is, the problem for me is once it airs on television, I can't do that material anymore. Like I have kind of a rule that if it airs on comedy, if the special airs, I can't do the material. So what I'll usually do is we'll film the special, and then from the time the special is filmed to the time it airs, I will start doing the half and half thing. I'll start throwing new material in all the time. So by the time the special airs, I can cut it loose, cut the old stuff loose. I love doing new material, man. People go, I have so many comics, I think comics are getting irritated because I'm on my 7th special now, my 7th 90-minute special, and they're like, why do you just keep doing that, dude? And I'm like, well, I go, don't you like the fear and that excitement of doing brand new material? I mean, there's a bit in this new show about teaching my daughter about racism, because we were watching the Ferguson thing. I'm sorry, it was the Baltimore thing. No. Sorry, it was the North Carolina thing. No.
Right.
Sorry, it was a Texas. All I remember is some black people were getting messed with by bullets. That's all I remember. Anyway, and my daughter turns to me in the middle of it, and she goes, Dad, why are black people so angry? And it started this 2-hour conversation about racism. And by the way, as white as I am, I mean, the only place you can find the color on me is in a napkin factory. So, it should be illegal for me to talk about it. I want to go to my kids. We can't talk about this. We're almost clear. But we had this great thing about racism, and Carlin, I'm a big fan of Carlin, so I took this bit teaching my daughter about racism and what happened over the last 500 years, and it's funny, as a comic, certain things you have to good comics deal with subject matter that audiences don't really know they want to hear about. So I had to write this bit, being a big fan of Carlin, I had to write this bit and about teaching my daughter about racism, and dude, it's really funny. But I'll tell you what, at the beginning, there was a lot of silence.
Well, you have always kind of delved into some deeper stuff. I was listening to our interview from a year ago, and after I got done, I'm like, man, that was heavy. It wasn't like talking to some comedians. Like you get into some stuff, man.
Yeah, but I can cut out some jokes if you want. I mean, if you want, I can just start going, hey, I can just do my jokes from the show. But some guys, it's weird. I don't know how you like to do interviews. Some guys want me to do jokes. Some guys are like, no, let's talk about comedy. And this show is anti-kid. It's pretty anti-kid.
Okay.
It really is. I love my kids though, because I hate jail, and that's why I still have them. You have to. When you have a kid, dude, now you own a little human being. You own you own a human, and you can't screw. And parents, the whole show's all about don't raise douchebags. Because you don't raise douchebags, because at the end of 18 years, if your kid can pay a bill, cook a meal, and wipe his own ass, then God bless you. Don't raise douchebags, because you don't want to be the parent that gets interviewed after the verdict.
Right. I'm so afraid to have kids because I barely take care of myself.
That's what I'm saying.
To have that kind of responsibility just seems insane to me.
I do this bit called, because a kid costs between 1 and 18, a kid's going to cost $300,000. Do you know what you can get with $300,000? A Lamborghini. Do you know what you can get with a Lamborghini? Anything you want. You can pull up to any restaurant or store. What do they say? Park right here. Let's wipe it down while he's inside. Get that man a glass of champagne for it. He has a Lamborghini. If you're driving a Lamborghini, who's sitting next to you? Way out of your league chick. That's who's sitting next to you. She's got money. She's got class. She doesn't like you, but you have a Lamborghini. And you know what a Lamborghini doesn't have? A freaking car seat. That's what it doesn't have. So you can live the Lamborghini life. Do me a favor. Don't have kids for about 10 years. Uh-huh. Go out, do everything you want to do. Go to Scotland, go to England, go see the world, do something crazy, go down the Amazon, learn how to play guitar, join a band, and then 10, 15 years from now, when you're done with that, have a kid.
I love it. You're like my life coach, Christopher Titus, life coach.
I'm like satanic Tony Robbins.
Born with the Defect, I want to talk about because you always have the great titles to your comedy shows. Last time was The Angry Pursuit of Happiness.
Right.
Let's talk about Born with a Defect.
Born with a defect. I was the whole thing came. I was born with a defect because I was born a child. All of us were born with a defect. You know, we're the only animal. We're the only animal on the planet that's born with no instinct or ability. Every other animal has it. A dolphin swims for its first breath. A deer walks in an hour. But a human child needs 2 adults around it for 5 years so it doesn't choke on a damn Cheerio. Right. So we're kind of idiots, you know. Having a kid's like buying a laptop that won't turn on and craps itself, and we're not like every other animal. Instinctively, is afraid of fire. Human beings learn about fire by touching fire. like I don't know how we got the keys to this planet. I don't know. But,
right.
So that's I delve into that in this show.
Awesome. So has the comedy special been taped already?
No, we're actually looking for a place right now to tape it. We were going to do it in Oregon, but we just did that movie Special Unit. We filmed the movie, and we had to push production 2 weeks, so it kind of screwed up the Comedy Central the shooting schedule. So now we're right now looking for a new town to shoot the special in.
Why don't you just do it Thursday night at the Babcock?
Maybe we should. I'll tell you what, it's so close right now. 5 standing O's. It's time. I actually told my wife I got home from Florida. I said it's ready to film. I don't think I can get any better than it is right now. So you guys, when I'm going through Montana, it's 90 minutes at plus, and it's the best it's ever been. It's been killing. So I can't wait to get there, man.
No, we can't wait too. Looking forward to it. Thursday night, the Babcock Theater. Born with a Defect. Always great to hear from you, Christopher Titus.
Thanks, man. Always great talking to you, bud.
Safe travels. We'll see you soon.
Bye.